So here's the castle in front now. So them wee buggers in that school down there, about 100 years ago, blew part of this castle up. I learned about chemistry. There's a wee plaque in here to tell you about it. So all these castles are all built in the 1600s, 1610, same as that last one we were at where the ones were murdered in it. There were 70 people were killed in it. All the same idea. You built the big castle, you had an outer wall. That must be the outer wall there. And the main house in the middle. All the locals trying to kill them, like. It's not as big as the other one. Portora Castle, they're going to need a new sign here shortly. Portora, age of and all the rest. Before the modern. That's the up wall thing. Before it was, there used to be a ford here. There was an actual ford here. This is why it's built here. Historic crossing place between Connacht and Ulster. Much used from prehistoric times and easily crossed for most of the year. Bear in mind everybody walked their horses. Stone axes, bronze aged swords and iron aged ornaments left at the ford by people who came this way, leaving wee sacrifices and evidence of heavy traffic. The present castle was built by 1613 by Sir William Cole. I wonder if that's the Coles from the house that's up near the end of the town. Constable of Enniskillen. How many Coles is there? Must be. It was one of many defensive castle constructions around the shores of Lough Erne between 1610 and 1619 to consolidate the Ulster plantation in Fermanagh. The first long-term resident. Oh, so your man built the castle, he didn't live here. William Cole. Cole Monument, that's where the name comes from. There's a monument for him in the town. He owned most of the town. Constable of Enniskillen. The first long-term resident was Dr. James. How do people get these? Spottishwood, Bishop of Clougher, who lived here in the 1620s. By the time 1941 rising, Portora was an offensive Enniskillen military outpost. Again in 1688, when the town rallied to William of Orange, the tenantry sent 100 men on horseback to guard the ford below the castle. In 1619, a surveyor described Portora as a bawn of lime and stone with 4 flankers and a house 3 stories high, strongly wrought. 2 of the round towers was very tall, 30 foot, the same height as the house. One of those was lost altogether during river works. Another tower there. I wonder which tower fell. The other 2 were thatched and not so high. The house just 1 room wide. Right then. I should not do nothing. Luna, don't scare the wee puppy, Luna. That's a good. I should not do nothing. Built across the 2 stories plus attic, a tiled roof and 2 good sized fireplaces. Though the layout is English style, the random rubble masonry techniques are not. Irish masons were used. Settlers began arriving in large numbers from 1614 onwards. 1859, that's when the wee fellas blew the place up. 1859, 13 boys from the Royal School nearby. So that was always a school. Probably a boarding school. 1859, boys from the school nearby tried to blow up the dirty castle and a gunpowder experiment. And also made determined zapping. I can't why he read it. So probably cigarette butts, you know, boys in that school. Damage done on Great Gales, the 1894 Great Gales. Hay fever. I'm suffering today now. The ruin is still impressive seen from the water, from boats passing through the loch beside the sluice gates that control the level of the shallow upper lake for the benefit of a hydroelectric power station downstream of Ballyshannon. Oh, Luna. So that is the house there. 2 big rooms. gates aren't they're open today, they're both sides are the same height. One time I came here and there was a boat stuck under the bridge. You didn't see the sluice gates, it went straight on. Well, I'm probably night driving at night time. I got stuck on it. There was nobody on it, but the boat was still stuck on it. It'd be interesting to go from the other side, wouldn't it? I wonder how you get to the other side. It's a private ground, there's a wee van all parked there, you know. You can't walk down there, like, you wonder why. It's a private lane and all, it's fenced off. You could jump the grass and get down, like. I did it one time. But I didn't go on the footpath. All you know is a boat to go past. Oh, they were here when you want them. See if the BBC were here, oh, the boat would be coming through there now. If there's a wee gate goes inside that wee weir thing, that wee dam. So that's hollow inside. A couple of wee solar panels on it as well. I'm just wondering, there's gates under that. I didn't put there now. Gee, you think I scripted it? There's something there I never understand. Your woman in the back has got a Costa coffee. That wee boat is self-contained. She's got a cooker. Why not make herself a cup of coffee? That's the advantage of having a boat or a caravan or a motorhome. You can stop and make your stuff and save a fortune. See what they're paying now in diesel? They're saving a fortune by able to cook for themselves. Ah, she's bought a cup of coffee. Must be low-flying birds here. They've got the wee things on the power lines. Quite a few power lines going across there. I'm looking at that now, and I reckon them gates open up. I reckon the actual barrier gates fold up. I can see a curve. There's a curve underneath them pillars. The actual gates fold up instead of high. So in theory, if that boat was to go through there, he's not going to hit nothing. That's what it looks like to me. And then they must lower them down when they want it blocked off. But either way, they're not encouraging anybody to go underneath. Well, why would you want them lower and higher and lowered? Maybe they just bring them up for maintenance. When they bring them up inside, you must be able to get at them through that wee door. Oh, put a new rubber ceiling things on them. Interesting to see inside. Whenever the gate is closed, you walk across the wee top of the gate. That's how you get across. That gives you access. There's a wee gap in the wall there, like. There's another boat coming there. That's the round tower here. It fell off here. Oh, another boat coming now. This one's faster. They've got a radio as well, they're really cool. Do they not have Costa coffee? Oh, they have a wee can. Probably have a couple of girls in that boat too, you know. All happening here, don't I? It took them a while to come up. I thought they were going to speed up like young hooligans. Ah, there. It's inflatable. He's got a wine glass and the other one. Two guys have got wine glasses. And the boys are sitting there with beer bottles. Do you know what I mean? Like, it says all, doesn't it? Like, playing the music, sitting there drinking and driving. Like, why would you want to do that? And a girl driving a boat. That's the two fellas. They're letting the girls drive the boat, hoping they get away with them later. Yep. We use bottles up here too. So I think the height of them wonder this floor is a lot lower than today. I know men were small, but that's small. That's infinite height there, isn't it? I wonder if Santi ever came down that chimney there. But I guess it's been used by a garrison more so than a home because of its location. While the other castles around here were still homes. What if some size of door frame in that? My eyes are getting so itchy. Oh, then I'm going to get a tablet. I didn't check the cars off. I have one. Probably only one of them. Probably already did, like. I wouldn't care. We look at the outside now, and we go back again. So there's the wee car park there. You just basically, you pull off the road, turn around the electric panel, back out again. It's a wee narrow road. I'll take a wee look at it basically. This is the castle here now. That's probably the best looking wall of it there. But they can let you walk on the grass at the other side of it. Like that grass must belong to the castle rather than the lock. They could put a fence back there so you could walk on around. It was a bit steep, so I'm slip. There's a wee bit of a drop there. Oh. It's not as far as I thought, Luna. Not as far. Well, I've had to do another walk by the time we get back. Let me get you in the water. So I have brought the caravan down here before, and I left the caravan over there in the gravel. But the wee road's pretty narrow. A couple of houses along that road too, if I remember rightly. There's the official sign now. There's the official way in. You have to be road there, you could run down, wouldn't you? There's no barriers or nothing to warn people. That's the wee road there now.